In today's world, it's all too easy to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and constantly on edge. We're bombarded with social media updates, urgent work deadlines, never-ending notifications, and a relentless pressure to keep up. It feels like there's no escape, no moment of peace. But what if I told you that the secret to overcoming this modern anxiety was discovered over 2,000 years ago? The ancient Stoics, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in times of political upheaval, war, and constant uncertainty, yet they managed to cultivate a mindset of calm and inner strength. They weren't just surviving, they were thriving. So, how did they do it? The secret lies in a few simple principles that can change the way you approach your life today. Imagine facing your challenges with unshakable confidence, handling stress with grace, and no longer being controlled by your fears. This isn't about turning off your emotions or becoming a robot. It's about mastering your mind and finding peace in chaos. The wisdom of the Stoics is not just ancient philosophy. It's a practical guide to living a more fulfilling, stress-free life. Let's dive deep into these 5 Stoic secrets that can help you overcome anxiety and gain the respect of those around you. The first secret the Stoics mastered, and arguably the most powerful, is the ability to detach from things outside of their control. In our modern world, it's easy to feel consumed by everything happening around us. From the news headlines that stir up fear to the social media posts that spark comparison, we're constantly bombarded with external events that can quickly drain our energy and peace. The Stoics, however, understood a fundamental truth. Most of our suffering does not come from the events themselves, but from our attachment to them. Imagine how freeing it would be to let go of the need to control everything, to stop obsessing over the opinions of others, the outcomes of your projects, or even the future. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By focusing only on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you free yourself from the anxiety and stress that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Think about it. How much time do you waste worrying about things you simply have no power to change? Whether it's a colleague's opinion, a partner's mood, or the unpredictable twists of fate, most of us expend vast amounts of mental energy on things we cannot influence. The Stoics practice something different: radical acceptance of what is beyond their control. This doesn't mean passivity, it means channeling your energy toward the things that truly matter. How this makes you respected. When you can maintain your calm and poise, even when everything around you seems to be falling apart, people will notice. Imagine you're in a high-pressure meeting at work and a sudden change derails everyone's plans. Most people would panic or lash out in frustration, but if you're the one who stays grounded, assessing what can be done without wasting energy on what can't, you'll stand out. This kind of emotional stability is rare and incredibly attractive. People are naturally drawn to those who remain composed under pressure because it shows inner strength. Actionable tip: practice the Stoic dichotomy of control. Here's a simple exercise that can transform your mindset almost immediately. Take a sheet of paper and divide it into 2 columns. In the left column, write down everything that's currently causing you stress or anxiety. In the right column, note whether each item is within your control or not. If it's not in your control, practice letting go. Acknowledge it, but then release it from your mental grip. If it is within your control, focus on what small, actionable steps you can take to address it. Another way to integrate this habit into your daily routine is by using a mantra the Stoics often practiced, amor fati, which translates to love of fate. This mindset encourages you not only to accept the things you cannot change, but to embrace them as part of your journey. By adopting this perspective, you'll find that life's obstacles become less of a source of stress and more of an opportunity for growth. How people will perceive you. When you cultivate this habit of letting go of what you can't control, others will start to see you as a pillar of stability. They'll turn to you for advice, admire your calm in the face of chaos, and trust you to make sound decisions even when everything seems uncertain. This kind of maturity is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who can navigate life's storms without losing their cool. As you grow in this practice, you'll notice that people respect you not only for what you achieve, but for the way you carry yourself, confident, composed, and unshakable. The Stoics mastered the art of embracing voluntary discomfort, which might seem counterintuitive in today's world of convenience. However, this practice is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a key reason why leaders like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus were able to maintain composure in challenging situations. Why embracing discomfort matters. Today, we're conditioned to avoid discomfort at all costs, seeking ease through conveniences like food delivery, endless streaming, and social media. But this pursuit of comfort can weaken us mentally, making us dependent on external sources of pleasure. Stoics believe that true strength and resilience are forged not in comfort but in adversity. By intentionally putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations, like fasting, cold showers, or practicing silence, we train our minds to be resilient. Discomfort, when embraced, becomes less intimidating, allowing us to navigate life's inevitable challenges with calm. As Seneca wisely said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Regularly embracing discomfort teaches us that what we fear is often less daunting than we imagine. How this makes you respected. People respect those who face challenges head-on. By embracing discomfort, you set yourself apart as someone who steps up when others shy away. Imagine being the one at work who volunteers to take on a difficult project or leads in a crisis. This composure under pressure builds an aura of respect around you. Others will see you as someone dependable, capable of handling challenges with grace. Actionable tips to practice voluntary discomfort. 1. Cold showers. Start your day with a cold shower to confront discomfort head-on, building mental toughness. 2. Intermittent fasting. Skip a meal occasionally to practice delaying gratification and strengthen willpower. 3. Digital detox. Go without social media for a day or weekend to train your mind to handle solitude. 4. Physical exercise. Push past your comfort zone in workouts to develop both physical and mental resilience. 5. Silent reflection. Spend 10 minutes a day in silence to cultivate inner peace and mental clarity. How people will perceive you. As you continue to embrace voluntary discomfort, you'll notice a shift in how others see you. You'll be recognized as tough, disciplined, and unshaken by life's storms. In relationships, people will admire your strength and resilience, and at work, your colleagues will respect your willingness to take on difficult tasks. By making this practice part of your life, you develop a quiet confidence that attracts others. It's not just about physical or mental strength, it's about embodying a presence that commands respect. This inner strength will deepen your influence, making you unshakable and truly respected by others. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, and social media updates. This endless stream of information can be both mentally draining and distracting. A digital detox, where you intentionally disconnect from these digital distractions, can be a powerful way to embrace discomfort and cultivate a more resilient mind. Imagine going a day or even a weekend without social media, without checking your phone every few minutes. At first, it can feel uncomfortable, even anxiety-inducing, as you realize how dependent you've become on the constant stimulation. The urge to check your phone is almost instinctual. Many of us don't even realize how frequently we reach for it. The discomfort you feel when you're disconnected is precisely why a digital detox is so valuable. When you cut yourself off from the digital world, you create space to reconnect with yourself. Without the noise of notifications, you may find your mind becoming clearer, your thoughts deeper. You might realize how much of your time is spent on autopilot, reacting to whatever is on your screen instead of being present in your own life. A digital detox allows you to break that cycle, forcing you to sit with your thoughts and feelings. It's in these moments of disconnection that we often experience creative breakthroughs, insights, or simply a sense of peace that's hard to find in our constantly connected world. You might spend your newfound free time reading, journaling, going for a walk, or simply sitting in silence. The more you practice being without your devices, the more you'll find that your cravings for constant stimulation diminish. Over time, as you become comfortable with solitude and silence, you'll notice a growing sense of independence. You'll realize that you don't need to fill every spare moment with digital distractions. This can help you become more focused, disciplined, and comfortable with your own company. People around you will notice that you're more present, attentive, and less prone to distractions. In a world where everyone is perpetually plugged in, your ability to disconnect sets you apart. It shows others that you're in control of your time and attention, that you can resist the pull of endless scrolling, and that you prioritize your mental well-being. This quiet confidence and discipline will not only make you more productive, but also more respected among your peers. Be decisive. One of the most respected traits in leaders and successful individuals is decisiveness. In today's fast-paced world where we are constantly bombarded with options, the ability to make clear, confident decisions sets people apart. Being decisive isn't just about making quick choices, but about making firm, thoughtful ones that demonstrate clarity of purpose. Decisive individuals inspire confidence in those around them because they can navigate uncertainty and take decisive action when it matters most. Why being decisive matters. In our modern world, the abundance of choices can lead to decision fatigue, where making even simple choices feels overwhelming. Whether it's selecting a career path, choosing a project to work on, or deciding what to eat for dinner, the sheer volume of options can leave us paralyzed. This indecision not only wastes time, but also undermines our self-confidence. Every time you delay a decision, you reinforce self-doubt, which can create a cycle of inaction. In contrast, decisiveness brings a sense of direction and purpose. Even if your decision turns out to be imperfect, taking action and committing to a path builds your self-trust. You learn to take ownership of your choices, which fosters growth and resilience. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Being decisive means aligning your actions with your intentions, allowing you to move forward with confidence. How decisiveness earns respect. People are naturally drawn to those who are decisive, especially in times of uncertainty. When you're willing to make a choice and take a stand, you demonstrate confidence, clarity, and reliability, qualities that others admire. This is particularly crucial in leadership positions, where hesitating or avoiding decisions can create confusion and erode trust. Imagine a work scenario where a project is at a standstill due to conflicting opinions. If you step in, evaluate the options, and make a clear decision, your colleagues will appreciate your ability to cut through the noise and take charge. Even if the decision isn't flawless, the act of moving forward earns you respect and trust. Practical ways to cultivate decisiveness. 1. Limit your options. One reason we struggle with decisions is having too many choices. Start by narrowing your options to just a few and focus on those. This will prevent you from becoming overwhelmed and help you make faster, more confident decisions. 2. Set decision deadlines. If you tend to overanalyze, set a firm deadline for making a decision. Whether it's giving yourself 10 minutes to decide on a task or a day to finalize a major choice, deadlines create urgency and prevent endless procrastination. 3. Trust your instincts. While analysis is important, don't ignore your gut feelings. Often, your intuition draws on past experiences and subconscious patterns. Trusting your instincts can speed up decision-making, especially when you're short on time. 4. Practice making small decisions. Start by practicing decisiveness in everyday situations, like choosing what to eat or which route to take. The more you get comfortable making quick decisions, the easier it becomes to handle bigger, more significant ones. 5. Reflect and learn. Accept that not all decisions will be perfect. The goal is to learn from your outcomes and adjust your approach for next time. Reviewing past decisions helps you understand what worked, what didn't, and why, boosting your confidence over time. In our modern world, especially with the rise of social media, it's almost second nature to compare yourself to others. Whether it's scrolling through Instagram and seeing friends traveling to exotic places, watching LinkedIn updates of colleagues getting promotions, or seeing influencers showcasing picture-perfect lifestyles, the temptation to measure your life against someone else's highlights is ever present. But this habit of comparison is not only exhausting, it's toxic. It can lead to anxiety, feelings of inadequacy, and a constant sense of dissatisfaction with your own life. If you want to live a truly fulfilled life, learning to stop comparing yourself to others is essential. The trap of social media. Social media platforms are designed to show only the best moments of people's lives. You rarely see the struggles, failures, or mundane realities behind those glamorous posts. When you're constantly bombarded with images of success, beauty, and happiness, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. However, these platforms often present a curated version of reality, one that doesn't reflect the whole truth. The Stoics would argue that this constant exposure to others' achievements and lives is a distraction from what truly matters, your own growth and well-being. Why comparisons are detrimental. At its core, comparison stems from insecurity and a need for validation. The moment you start comparing yourself to others, you're essentially allowing external factors to dictate your self-worth. But as the Stoics wisely observed, focusing on what you cannot control, like the lives and achievements of others, only leads to unnecessary suffering. According to Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Instead of letting the success of others diminish your own happiness, the Stoics emphasize directing your energy towards what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, and your personal growth. Shifting focus inward. To break free from the toxic habit of comparison, it's crucial to shift your focus inward. Instead of measuring your progress against someone else's journey, focus on your own values and goals. Ask yourself, what truly matters to you? What steps can you take to improve yourself today? The Stoics believed in the power of self-reflection and constantly improving oneself, not for external praise, but for inner peace. When you focus on becoming better than the person you were yesterday, you free yourself from the need for external validation. In our modern world, anxiety is increasingly pervasive, driven by constant digital noise, social pressures, and an obsession with productivity. However, the ancient wisdom of the Stoics offers a powerful antidote to this chaos. By embracing their principles, we can achieve a calmer, more resilient mind. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, understood that while we can't control the world around us, we can control our reactions. This insight is transformative. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, we free ourselves from the anxiety of external uncertainties. Radical acceptance of life's unpredictability helps us let go of unnecessary worry, allowing us to find inner peace amidst chaos. Furthermore, embracing discomfort, as the Stoics did, strengthens our mental resilience. By facing challenges head-on, rather than avoiding them, we become less fearful and more capable of handling life's inevitable adversities. Ultimately, Stoic philosophy reminds us that inner peace isn't found in controlling the world, but in mastering our mind. By applying these timeless practices, we can reduce anxiety, enhance resilience, and live a life grounded in tranquility and purpose.